So you buy rundown buildings,
Yeah.
you develop them,
Yeah.
they increase in value,
Yes.
and you sell them,
Yes.
and you make money.
Yes.
That's the summary of your business.
That's the summary of my business.
You like dead house.
I like it.
You like dead
I like it. I like to work in the mortuary.
The mortuary
Of property that is dead. I like it because that is where the money is. In our language, they say "Igbelowa." That is the So I bought this property for 75,000. Everything. I got the key, 75,000. Originally, this is the door to the kitchen. To give this place a feel of a new modern home, I asked them to break the wall. I'm not just a property investor, I am a builder. They don't see me as the owner, they see me as one of them. And they know that if they mess up, I can come back here tomorrow with another set of builders. There are a lot of property in this part of the UK that are still far away from the reality. Once you are my student, you automatically come into my network. You are not only part of my network, you automatically become part of my larger network.
I'm traveling from London to Shelfield to check on some properties that are currently under renovation. There's a lot of questions on my mind. It's more than 3 hours journey for me, but it's going to be fun because I already booked a meeting with the CEO TMS UK Properties Ltd, the one they call Oloriebi, Mr. Kayode Adeagbo. He buys houses that are already dead or about to die. He improves their quality, put them back on the market, and make good money on them. I know for most people, when you mention properties in the UK, they hear mortgage. But the game is bigger than that. People are making good numbers when it comes to property business in the United Kingdom. So I'm in Sheffield to learn. The idea is so we can learn from him. How has he been able to do this business as an immigrant who is living in the United Kingdom? How do you get to source for this property? And for instance, I don't have all of the money to start all of this. How do I get to join, with the business and put my own little money in and get money for myself? And more importantly, I want to get a knowledge because you see, when it comes to property in the United Kingdom, there's a lot of money involved. But trust me, there's a lot of knowledge that you are required to get before you even get into the business, or else you get your hands burnt. I'm privileged to have him join us today to tell us all these trade secrets and show us how you, an immigrant in the UK, can legitimately join this business and make good profit and good money for yourself. Let's go.
And we'll be done.
So you buy these rundown buildings,
Yeah.
you develop them,
Yeah.
they increase in value,
Yes.
and you sell them,
Yes.
and you make money.
Yes.
That's the summary of your business.
That's the summary of my business.
Is it profitable?
Very, very profitable.
This see.
I like the question you ask. Is it profitable?
It's about money.
Yeah, because there are a lot of other things underneath that statement, and I will explain to you for the benefit of your viewers so that they can see what is in all this.
Okay.
Why should someone drive 3 hours to come and be doing a project if it is not worth the effort?
Because you live in London.
I live in
We are
Essex,
in Shelfield.
and this is Sheffield.
So
now, what happened is this. We look for properties like this everywhere in the UK. These properties have been built, some in the 40s, some in the 30s. The truth is, many of the owners of these properties live in them. The life is going faster than they can imagine all around them. But some of them don't have the resources to upgrade their homes to catch up with time. And some don't have the means. Some are just like normal people. What they earn is enough to feed them. And they have a place where they put their head to sleep at night. So they really don't care.
You don't want the aesthetics of a big home.
The aesthetics, all these you are looking at, you can see the picture before.
Because
you can see the
picture before, and I'm looking at
now.
I'm seeing changes.
I'm sure if the guy that sold this property to me come in here now, I'm sure the guy will faint. I can rest assured because you can see everything, even the cable. I'm rewiring the whole house, replastering the whole house. Now, the profitability is in all of this. And what do I mean? I got this property, if you don't mind, I will share with your audience. I bought this property for 75,000.
Land, the carcass,
everything. I got the key, 75,000. The whole house is mine.
Okay.
Now, if you put it side by side, the current value of property in this area is like half the price of what is the property value in this area.
Okay.
But put them side by side, nobody will want to come in here.
And buy. Yeah, that picture, nobody wants to buy that house.
Because one, they don't understand. The good thing about this whole thing is that I'm not just a property investor, I am a builder. I've been in this building trade for 32 years, both back in Nigeria and in England. I've been practicing in England for 20 years. So when I come into a property, I like to go into that kind of property. I like it.
Yeah, because so this is what I find, because you have a lot of rundown buildings like this. You have a lot on your portfolio. Some of them you've made into buildings, some of them are on your Airbnb listings. We'll get to that discussion. Some of them are on rent, some of them are on sales.
Yes.
Which why I ask that question, because as immigrants, you know, in the UK especially, we don't seem to go into business like this. Is it because you said 75,000 now? That's a lot of money.
Yeah.
And you get your. Do you need to get some certification before you can start that job of say, you know what, I want to buy this house, then I'm sure you are not the one painting.
Yeah.
You are not the one removing the floor.
Yeah.
But you, as the one that want to employ those people, do you need some certification?
Fantastic question. And I will explain everything to you. I promise you that I'm going to give you everything.
That's I'm here physically.
Now, my journey into the property business started a long time ago. And I've walked through the rank. And I think I've been privileged to also work with top architects back home in Nigeria. So that has opened me up to some important tricks in property and real estate. I learned so much back home before I came down. And when I came in, even though I tried to use the Nigerian method, I realized that it won't work.
It won't work in the
UK. So I have to go back to school here. 2008, I went to a property company in Dartford, where I got trained on how to be a plumber, a tiler, a carpenter, and a bricklayer. There's a course called multi-skill. I did that course, multi-skill, where I got the knowledge here. Because
so even if you are not the one doing the plumbing here, you're not the one doing painting, you don't know what they need to do.
Of course. I tell them what to do. They know how to do it, but they don't know why I am doing it.
Because you have to design.
Everything you see here is my idea. They just come to execute it for me.
Yeah, because
it's like you have a housemaid. You tell an housemaid, do this. But it's your house. It is what you want to achieve that the housemaid bring to life. But if you don't have those knowledge of how all of them will connect each other, I will tell you when I show you around. You see where the toilet was when I got here.
You mentioned that we saw the toilet.
The bathroom was here before.
Now you moved it up.
I've moved it up.
Tell me the idea behind that, because I remember that when we were talking behind the scene about this, how the value of this house will go up. Because I was asking that it doesn't increase value just because you come and paint a house.
No.
Just because you come and change the floor, change the rugs.
No.
How do you improve the value?
Thank you very much. One of the before we take decision on which property to buy, because like you rightly said, we have so much in our portfolio. Before we take decision on which property to buy, one of the things we look for in the area we intend to buy is to look at the kind of property that in that area and see how many of them are still far away from the new reality. There are a lot of property in this part of the UK that are still far away from the reality of the present.
So you are looking for trouble in property.
Thank you. So you are looking for houses that are in ICU. You are looking for property. You are looking for property that the bones are broken. You want to amend the bone. I want to raise the dead. In fact, there is a property I was to buy just around the corner there. That house is dead. You know when the house is dead, Because as soon as I entered there, the guy that opened the door just opened the door and left me there, and he left and he opened the door and went back. And I said, no problem. May I know what I'm looking for? This is my.
You like dead?
I like it.
You like dead?
I like it. I like to work in the mortuary.
What, the mortuary
of property that is dead. I like it because that is where the money is. You know, in our language they say "Igbelowa." That is the
So the money that comes from this dead property.
No, so I love it. So when the guy, in fact, he even helped me to bring the price down because the guy couldn't stay inside there with me. As soon as he opened the door, he just went back. I went around. I was looking for one. When we buy property like this, what we're looking for is structure.
Yeah.
As long as the structural state of the house has not been compromised, forget it. Forget the rest.
All these aesthetics can
forget the rest. This property, when you look back, when I'm sure you show your audience, all these were the things I put. They were not here. I went back to the brick.
Yeah,
I went back
to the original
carcass. Thank
because
you.
All of this
No, all these are these are what I put. I have to change the whole thing. Now that is what I love. I love to do it such that it is now the modern house that you are bringing back. So thank God for the way they build houses in the UK. The brick wall, the solid wall can last 100 years. But the inside, you can do whatever you like with it. So once we realize that in this area, there are a lot of dead houses, what we do is we come to this area like this, and we know that there is a demand for either to buy or to rent. The demand in this area is very high. We do our investigation.
On my way down, I see a lot of industrial buildings. I see a lot of big companies around. So definitely people will need house here.
Those are the things we do. We have people that does that for us, do some research for us to find out how, before I finish this, a lot of people have been coming to ask questions while we're on this project because they can see that we're putting a new thing there. So the bathroom, the floor, the electricity, everything has to be now, not before. We change the board, we remove the floor.
So someone buying this house now is buying into the modern.
You are living in a modern house.
Which will mean that you are going to collect modern money.
Thank you.
You've given me numbers.
Yes.
You say you bought this one for 75.
I bought this one for 75.
And I know the property value of the proper house here.
Yes.
You are going to make your money in double.
Yes.
When you are done with this.
Yes.
And
not necessarily double. Let me give you an idea so that people will not have a different view.
Okay.
I bought this for 75. I've spent roughly about 30. I've paid for all the kitchen, paid for bathroom, just for installing. To round up this build property, I think my total cost will be 110.
Okay, so
now
modern house 110.
110. Now on this same road, about 2-3 houses down the road, they just sold the old style for 140.
Oh, so you can demand something a little bit bigger.
Definitely, I can't come lower than 150.
Oh, I see why people are trying to invest with you now.
Now, so if I sell for, and that 150, if I'm under pressure, because it's cash. I'm not waiting for mortgage for anything. So if I see someone that can, if I lie, I can say 160. And then somebody will come and say, okay, please sell it for 155. As a matter of fact, this particular property, I already have 1 or 2 people interested. I was talking to my estate agent that I buy ticket, and I was telling her about my project. I just showed her the picture. She said, can I just buy it for my rental business? So I'll just buy it there. You help me put tenant there. I know I'm getting money every month. So already people are already showing interest in this particular one.
Say, for instance, from the day you enter this dead property, when it was dead, and the day you hope to finish, how long can you? How long does it take?
It takes us between 2-3 months because of some other things. Because sometimes, even though I use the word dead, some of them might need special consultant. Because when you are talking about you are reviving someone, after you have done the CP or whatever, you brought the person back to life, you still need to do some other things. So let's say maximum 3 months. Sometimes it can be a little bit longer, but between 3 and 4 months maximum we finish it.
It's not bad. If we are talking numbers,
yeah,
if you do 2 or 3 turnaround
yeah,
and you gain about, let's say, 30,000-40,000 pounds on
that's what some people go for a whole year, that they go out of their house. And can I surprise you?
Please.
All I do here is to come down from London.
Exactly.
All I do here is tell them this is what I want. And once they are doing it, they send me pictures to be sure they are doing what I ask them to do. And once I see that they work for about 2-3 weeks, I come down to see for myself. I don't
always.
No. This is the last time I was here was about a month ago, and a lot has gone between then and now. I will show you a picture. You see what was when I came last month, and look at me here now. So I think I have about 1 or 2 other visits, and I can sell this house. That's it. So in the whole of this project, maybe 6-7 times, and that's it. And I've never lifted even a stone since I bought this property, and the work has gone 70%.
You mentioned a gist that I want to gist in the most relaxed way, that in fact people can come together.
Yes.
Do these projects.
Yes.
Together.
Yes.
Earn the money.
Yes.
And you said you do it for people.
Yes, I'm doing that for people.
That come together.
I'm doing that for few people, that because you see the challenge I have is that I've come to realize that a lot of people are so much concerned about trust.
Oh, we have that as a community.
As a community, the trust level is very, very low. And I know a lot of people will say a lot of, this is my friend. And I say to them, there's one thing I always say to a few people that believe in me. I said, in our country, in Yoruba culture, they said, if you close your eyes so that the bad person will walk past.
When the good one is going,
why you are closing your eyes, the good one too will walk past. So don't generalize. There are still good people. Now, I tell you about the project we are doing in this community. I'm not doing it with all my resources alone. People come together, put their resources. 3 people can buy this. In fact, I had 2 investors from Nigeria now. They are coming in with, just one of them want me to buy for him. Just buy for me, renovate it for me, and manage it for me. So you don't necessarily need to be 2, 3, 4, but 2, 3, 4 people can come together
and work on
it. Just they need to come and see me. All I need to do is tell them how it works. Whatever you bring, we power it. We let you know what percentage of the investment is yours, and that is the percentage of the profit you get. Look at this. This is a new cable. That means the whole wiring of this house has been changed. We have removed the old cable and we have put in the new cable. So we've rewired the whole house. This wasn't here before. This is where the TV will now be hung. This is a new way of setting up homes. People can hang their TV and you won't see any cable dangling anywhere. This is socket. This one is for the socket. This is for the socket. This is for the TV. So once you put the TV here, you won't see any cable here, and the internet, everything will show. The TV will be broadcasted from here.
All of this
and the cover and the TV will cover it. Now, this wall is not brick anymore. This is plasterboard. Now, rather than we are screening plaster brick and the wall is not straight, we rather just put plasterboard all through. You can see that everything is smooth and is straight because we put plasterboard straight to the brick wall, and we insulate it to preserve heat. Now, if you look there, this is our new board. You can see all the cable is now coming down to connect with the new meter bulb because we rewired the whole house. You can see that.
So you are changing all of the board.
Changing everything. Now, originally, this is the door to the kitchen. You can see.
Yes.
So what I did, to give this place a feel of a new modern home, I extended this wall. I break the wall. I asked them to break the wall and create a bigger space here. So this is now the kitchen. Originally, this used to be the bathroom.
Oh, the old house arrangement.
This is the bathroom and this is the kitchen. Imagine you coming down from the bedroom upstairs. You come through the living room. You come through the kitchen and you now enter the bathroom. I said,
what if you have visitors?
Imagine, we open this place up. This is now the kitchen. This whole place is now the kitchen. Imagine if you come into this house and you see cabinet all through, wider kitchen, space to go around. If you like, we can even create an island here for them to have a place where they can have tea or coffee. Now, this is the stack of the whole toilet before. So because I've moved the toilet upstairs, and that's why you have this pipe now. So the toilet will run back this way.
So now cabinets will be on that.
Yeah, you won't see all this again by the time we finish.
Oh, so this is the modern value that you put.
This is the selling point now. Look at the size of a kitchen. Because when people have this wider kitchen, it gives them room. When you have guests, they don't have to sit down here. You can be cooking and you'll be gisting.
You can have like
you can have a mini dining here, and you are cooking and you are doing all you need to do, and we hope to have a conservatory at the back for relaxation. All this will be better when we finish. Yeah, we're going to make that place look good, and I put an artificial grass at the back.
So you're saying that 4 people can come together?
Yeah, so if 4 people put money together and they don't need to leave whatever they are doing, all they need to do is come, and we have our office in London. They don't have to come to Sheffield. We sit down, do the arrangement. I tell them, this is your property, this is the cost of doing it, this is my own charges. Once we agree, once the property is ready, they have a choice. It's either they sell, collect their money, we can even sell for them, get the money back to them, make our own money from it, or you say, no, don't worry, don't sell it. Let the house be there, and every month, give us rental income. I am doing that for someone in this Sheffield now.
No, I know.
The owner is in London and is collecting £750 every month as rental income. I've got another pastor that has 2 with me here in Sheffield. All we do is pay him his rent.
I know that you are always big on training.
Yeah.
It's about training for you.
Yeah.
You're always saying that, okay, you want to come into property, you need to get the education.
Yeah.
And I remember one of the things you told me was that, see, you can get education on secondary level,
yes,
university level,
yes,
doctorate level.
Yes.
It's how far you want to go.
Yes.
Is it compulsory that we do that much knowledge seeking? Now, this is why I said that. And you explain to me, because I know that you do training online now, which makes it easy. Because people are working in this country.
Yeah.
And the country seems to be structured in such a way that it looks as if they don't want you to even go and study anything.
Yes.
So people don't have time to leave their 9 to 5.
Yeah.
People don't do 9 to 5 in this country, sir. People do 9 to 10.
Because hours to work, hours back home.
People do even some hours to work. People do 13-hour shifts.
Yeah.
You know, do you think somebody doing that long hours, 10 hours, will still have time to learn, sir?
Now, things are becoming so easy. So, you see, the truth about life is, whatever you want from life, you can get it if you can sit down and plan your life. I'll give you an example. If someone, the reason why this training is important, some people may not know this until they have this knowledge. I will tell you what I mean. If you don't, there are some people that are doing, and we're not repeatedly mentioning 9 to 5 because it's not as if we're not downplaying 9 to 5, but I want to say something. A lot of people are doing that now. They really don't know that if they have the knowledge and they have a clear understanding of how property works, they will never go back to that 9 to 5 again.
Hey, but some people say that business is not for them. But what you say that means that even though business is not for you, money can be for you.
Of course.
So you can invest in property.
Yeah. You don't necessarily need to leave your job. 2 or 3 of my investors are nurses. And they are professional. They are not just nurses in the world. They are professional nurses. No, they are very senior nurses. But they've come to realize that the value and the benefit of earning money, getting reward from properties. And we are partnering together. This country also allow what we call SPV, special purpose vehicle. We can actually create this particular property is bought on one special purpose vehicle. And as soon as we finish,
we
can dissolve that and move on to the next
and everybody get their gain.
That's it.
That. Every millionaire that I've seen in pounds in the UK, especially of Nigerian descent, are into properties. maybe you should not allow this. Money day property like that.
I will not overemphasize it, and I will not downplay it. There is one common business all over the world that if you master the trick, you will never go wrong. Is property. Anywhere in the world.
That's true.
But I just say to people, especially with respect to the United Kingdom, because I've practiced here more than any other part of the world.
How long have you practiced?
In the UK, 20 years. So if you want to really make the money in property in UK, go for knowledge. The more you know here, in fact, let me even tell you the truth. I'm happy you remember I told you the secondary level, the primary level, the university level, the doctorate level. I have a guy in my network. Okay. I'm in a big network. I've told you that I've been here 5 or 6 times now. This guy don't even do half of what I'm doing. And in the past 2 years, he's been on number 25th properties.
Like 25 of this?
Yeah.
In 2 years?
In 2 years.
Buy, sell, buy, sell, 25.
And imagine, so do you think he goes to 25 property every year? No. Sometimes you don't even leave home.
But
knowledge. Now, the more you want to go in property, the more you need to submit yourself to the knowledge and get the knowledge in it. I started my business, my property business, not renovation, my renovation business, by plumbing, tiling, all of that. I've done that all my life. But the real business angle of property in 2018, just because someone sat me down and taught me how to do it. And here I am, moving from one level to another level to another level.
See, we are going to have a part 2 of this conversation.
That's fine.
Because I want us to talk about...
my journey.
The journey,
okay.
One.
Yeah.
But I also want us to add that, like I told you, I want to know the knowledge of mortgage versus property. You don't use the word mortgage.
No.
You use the word property, investment, buying, selling. Because most of immigrants, especially of the Nigerian descent, when they talk about property, the only thing they know to say is mortgage. But here you are in the same property. You are making good money in 2-3 months. So I want us to go into that depth, which will be in the interview.
Yes.
I'm just trying to prep you that.
Oh, so that's fine.
You know that's
fine.
We're going to. When you are done with all of this, tax, implication mean? Is it just a normal business process? You say property tax.
No.
Is that involved?
The truth about what we just said is this. I tell people, a lot of people are afraid of this country and they are afraid of going to business because of tax.
Exactly. People say that property tax will take 40%. Is that true?
If you have, I keep going back to the knowledge. If you have a good conscience and you have knowledge, you will realize that it is not as difficult as you think. Now, let me say something. I use this analogy every time. The Bible says, give to Caesar
what belongs to Caesar.
What it is to Caesar. Now, it is the one that belongs to Caesar that the Bible says you should give, not your own.
Oh.
So, if you now work with people that can teach you to know what you need to take as your own, then the remaining that belongs to Caesar.
You give Caesar his own too. We'll end it here. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. I know this is a long drive for both of us. Because we both have to travel
all the way from London.
That's from London here to come and do this. I know that you don't take a lot of people in your class. But do you promise that when you train in, say for instance now, you train the person, does that qualify them to then begin to follow you in the process, or when they buy you are going with them, does that qualify them?
Yes. Once you become one of my students, I even say it to my current student, the day you register to join my mentoring program and you are one of my students, you automatically come into my network. And once you come into my network, you are not only part of my network, you automatically become part of my larger network. What do I mean? 1, you have access to me. 2, you have access to the people I have access to. Because whatever I draw from them, definitely I'll pass it down to you. And if, for example, I'm coming all the way and you want to know what I'm doing, you have access to me.
And when the person is buying their own too,
they can come to me.
And say, what can I do here? What should I do?
Yeah. If you need a good account, for example, in this community, the solicitor I'm using, I'll be in the office on Tuesday. That's why I'm staying back when you leave. I have a meeting with them. If you are buying anything around here, I just introduce you to them.
Oh, so you connection is easy for you.
Easy. That means I've cleared the way for you. If you need a property accountant, I introduce you to one. If you need a good solicitor, I introduce you to one. Why? You are part of my network. So my power team become your power team.
Oh, and so because this property is one of the fastest ways for people to make money in this country and make it legitimately.
Yeah, and let me say something why some people don't know why it is good to be part of a team like us. You can buy a property like this for 6 months and you don't get a builder to come and work on it.
Wow. Why?
Because of your color.
Oh.
If you step out of London and you have money and you travel all the way to Sheffield here,
you think that
because you have money, builder will not even attend to you.
Why?
Because they don't trust you. Or they take your money and run away. So that's why people have different. I will explain some things to you that people experiences. One of the reasons why some people say property is not for me. Oh, they took me to Manchester. I can't see the end of my money again because some builders will not even attend to you.
Oh, so there are tricks to that. Also.
There are tricks to that. But when they know that you are one of them, that is why it's easy to work for people like me. The network. For example, everybody here call me boss. They don't see me as owner, they see me as a builder. They don't see me as the owner, they see me as one of them. Because I tell them, remove that pipe, change that. They see me as their boss.
Because you know what to put.
Thank you. And and they know that if they mess up, I can come back here tomorrow with another set of builder.
So you have that network.
They know they can't mess about with me.
And I'm happy that you're Nigerian.
Yeah.
That means you will speak our language.
Of course.
When we do reach out.
Down.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you
so very much.
Thank you. I appreciate your time.
Thank you guys for joining this episode. That's about it. For you to be successful in mortgage in the United Kingdom, you need knowledge. So go for knowledge. Bye.